Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have watched, observed Mr. Papillion for years, really decades. We've both been around a while, both in his community and in our courts. He's a former president of our state bar association. He has tried, I think, 33 cases in state court and federal court to verdict. He's been, for the longest time, he was a professor, an adjunct professor at LSU Law School in Baton Rouge. I'm pretty sure, I haven't looked it up, but I'm pretty sure Darrell is a Democrat. I say that because President Biden nominated him. And I mention it only because I have gotten so many letters in support of Mr. Papillion from Republican public officials, including most Republican members of our Louisiana Supreme Court. And this is only a portion of them. The real list of letters that I've gotten in support, you could stand on them and paint the ceiling. That's not much of an exaggeration. Darrell is not a politician. I don't even know if he's ever made any campaign contributions.
That's terrible.
He's not an activist. He's a lawyer. He understands the magistry, the complexity, the nuances, the utility, the beauty of the law. In every community of any size in America, there are always two, maybe three lawyers that I call lawyers. These are lawyers. They're not necessarily the ones in the paper every day, and they're not necessarily the loudest. But these are the lawyers that other lawyers hire if the other lawyers need a lawyer. And they're never more than two or three. And Darrell's one of those lawyers. I mean, he's one of those lawyers that if you're a lawyer and you need a lawyer, doesn't matter what it's for, you're going to call him and say, "What do you think?" So I'm going to support him. Have been supporting him. I hope you will too. He's a real lawyer's lawyer.
Thanks, Senator Kennedy, and I want to personally thank you because I nudged from time to time and urged that you try to find some common ground with the White House, and you and Senator Cassidy have done an extraordinary job of reaching that goal. So thank you for your leadership in that regard.
I like your use of that word nudge, Mr. Chairman. That's very artful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Congratulations, gentlemen. Mr. Papillion, tell me the definition of a motion in limine.
A motion in limine, in some law books it doesn't exist, Senator, but what it is it is a motion filed in advance of trial to get a ruling in limine, which means in advance of some issue that may come up in the trial, usually an evidentiary issue.
I thought you might know.